Madeline strides across the room with quick, precise steps, her shoes tapping against the hard floor in perfectly timed beats. I've seen that stride on the catwalk more than once. There's no doubt she's had extensive experience as a model.
How old are you? Where did you train? What are your credits?
Well, get all from a grill, why don't you? I'm 18. I trained under my mom.
Dale.
Dale tightens his fists, but he responds in a curt, professional voice.
Her work speaks for itself.
I don't want some child who learned how to put on makeup from her mommy. This isn't prom night.
Rude. I step towards Madeline and look her in the eye. I also worked as assistant makeup artist on the Ancient World movie along with its sequel, Forbidden Island. Madeline arches an eyebrow.
2 films?
And I recently did work on a pilot presentation for Lloyd Newton. The atmosphere suddenly warms and Madeline's expression turns sweet.
That new show they're talking about casting soon? Oh, sweetie, why didn't you say so? It's a delight to meet you.
Madeline turns back to the door.
Matthew!
Matthew? Don't tell me. A tall, slender figure appears at the door.
Yes, Mother.
Mother? I clasp my hands over my mouth to keep from screaming. That shy kid is related to this woman? Madeline waves him over.
This is your new makeup artist, Sean Gooden. She works with Lloyd Newton. Isn't that exciting? Come greet her.
Matthew glides across the floor towards me. His steps are as perfect and precise as his mother's. Hi? I offer him a handshake. He takes my hand in his and lifts it to his lips. With a gentle bow of his head, he kisses the back of my hand.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Gooden. I look forward to working with you.
He releases my hand slowly.
All right, now that introductions are out of the way, let's get to work.
Dale turns to Madeline.
Let's look over the plans for today's shoot, shall we? I'm sure Sean can handle her side of the job.
Oh man, Jen's gonna be pissed that I'll yell faster. Madeline hesitates for a brief moment before following Dale to the shooting area. Is she still unsure about me? I turn to Matthew. This way, I guess?
I'm in your capable hands.
Matthew sits at the makeup station with a single fluid motion. He looks at me expectantly. I begin my work in silence. He sits calmly, following each of my requests to turn his head or close his eyes. Everything he does has a cool, polished air to it. Is this really the same guy who was tripping all over himself at the mall the other day? Should I strike up a conversation? What should we ask him? We'd ask his girlfriend, because he obviously doesn't think they should be dating, or talk with Mall, or we saw sexy pictures of him, or keep working. Come on guys, last choice for the night. Let's make it a good one. You're right, Bacon, she probably won't care. I like that they're all little stars and they light up. Alright, I'm asking. So, where's your girlfriend?
You mean Nicole?
Yeah, I was wondering if she was gonna come with you or not.
Nicole rarely finds interest in these photo shoots. They're tedious for someone not involved.
Oh, okay. Well, she, seems nice.
She can be.
Oh, that's good. Someone please put the conversation out of its misery. I scramble for another topic, but nothing comes up. Matthew seems content to sit calmly while I finish my work. Done. I hold up a small mirror for Matthew. He glances at it
Thank you
briefly.
for your excellent work.
Matthew stands and silently returns to the shooting area. I follow, trying hard not to look too confused. Madeline is currently scrutinizing my work. After several agonizing seconds, she nods her approval. Dale looks visibly relieved. I get the feeling she's a hard woman to please. Matthew takes his place in front of the camera and poses with a practiced ease. Dale snaps a few photos, and Matthew picks a new pose. Unlike Adam, Matthew needs no coaching from Dale. Every move he makes is elegant and comfortable. The photo shoot proceeds quickly, with a sense of learned efficiency. Madeline occasionally calls out commands, but Matthew carries most of the power himself. In front of the camera, he looks so calm and collected. Wow, he really is a professional. Dale lowers his camera.
Take 5.
Matthew nods and leaves the set. Madeline takes the opportunity to approach me.
I love your work, honey. You're very talented for someone your age.
Thanks?
No wonder Lloyd chose you to work on his show. That's very exciting, isn't it?
I decide not to mention that I only worked with Lloyd because he was desperate. If she's choosing to extend an olive branch, I'll take it. It was interesting.
I heard they don't have a full cast for the show yet. Did Lloyd mention who was handling the casting?
He hasn't said anything about it. Madeline purses her lips thoughtfully.
Well, next time you see him, you might mention that Matthew is undergoing acting training.
Ah, and here's the sales pitch. I shrug. Sure, next time I see him. When am I ever going to see him again? Madeline's expression resembles that of a satisfied cat that has finally put a mouse out of its misery.
Oh, you are so sweet.
Matthew returns, and Madeline immediately turns her attention back to him. Now that she's secured a promise from me, she ignores me for the rest of the photo shoot. Honestly, the lack of attention comes as a relief. The photo shoot draws to a close, and Madeline and Dale inspect the photos together. I return to the makeup station to gather my things and find Matthew there picking bits of loose trash and throwing them away. Oh hey, want some help with that? He turns to me and his face lights up red.
No, I can handle this.
So it is the same guy I met at the mall. He begins to fiddle with his vest, absent-mindedly buttoning and unbuttoning it.
You must think I'm a terrible person.
Huh? He casts his eyes towards the
Well,
ceiling.
when I'm in work mode, I get really focused, you know?
I do.
Oh, right. Sorry. I didn't do anything offensive, did I?
Weird, yeah, but not really offensive. Although I don't know why you treated me like a stranger.
Oh, Mom doesn't like it when I meet new people, especially girls.
Oh god.
She thinks they'll only try to use me, so kinda didn't tell her about you?
Well, I have a guess where his fear of women comes from. What about your girlfriend?
Nicole's an exception.
Is she the daughter of a famous director or something?
What? No!
Matthew frowns for a moment before the realization hits.
She wanted you to introduce me to a director, didn't she?
Yeah, I don't know how to break it to you, but Lloyd's new show hasn't been greenlit yet. There's a good chance it won't even happen.
That's okay. I like modeling, but I've never been that interested in acting.
Oh, good. That saves me a guilt trip or two. Matthew laughs.
You felt guilty?
Well, yeah, it's sort of like making a promise knowing I can't keep it. And I wouldn't want to get your hopes up for something I can't deliver.
That's nice of you. You're really nice.
So are you.
Oh, thanks.
Matthew, we're leaving now.
A brief look of panic flashes across Matthew's eyes.
I have to go!
Yeah, I know. Take care.
You too.
Dale approaches me as I watch Madeline lead her son out the door.
Congratulations. You survived.
That was an ordeal. It wasn't so bad. He sighs and fiddles with his camera.
Madeline was a professional model for many years. She insists her children follow that path. And while I appreciate that she wants them to succeed, her stunning lack of trust in my skills is grating.
I think my connection with Lloyd mattered more to her than my actual abilities.
Hey, if it gets her to like you, then it gets her to like you. It's not easy to impress Miss Midnight herself.
Midnight?
Madeline Midnight, original face of the Midnight Cosmetics line.
That was the original Midnight Girl? I use a lot of her products.
You and every other professional in this city.
Alright, Dale, you don't have to be snotty.
Anyway, good work today. Hope you don't mind if I call on you for future assignments.
I'd be honored if you did.
And I'll be seeing you around. Take care, Sean.
Later. Today was a good work day. I earned $300. I keep feeling like this character's actually voiced by Nick. I head out for another jog around the campus. Thankfully, the weather's still warm. As I near the library, I see someone familiar sitting on a bench. Oh, hey, you're the guy who runs freshman tutoring on Mondays.
Alvin. And you're Sean, right?
That's right. You remember me?
Our last parting was fairly recent, and I do try to remember the names of all my students.
What are you reading? Alvin looks down at the book in his hands.
It's a book of recreational math.
Nerd.
He laughs and looks at the ground.
I guess I'm kind of a nerd.
Nothing wrong with that. It's true.
And what are you up to?
Just exercising. Gotta stay healthy.
Good for you. Keeping all the senses sharp.
That's the idea.
I won't keep you.
See you around.
Fare thee well.
I like him, he's a weirdo. I just haven't vlogged in a while. found Benito at one of the tables playing absent-mindedly with an empty coffee cup. Oh, I said I'd stop, but then here I go. He looks up and gives me a quick
Ciao.
salute. What are you working on?
I'm not sure yet. It seems like I should be able to take advantage of the space between the bottom of the cup and the table.
He turns the cup over in his hands and finally sets it
It'll
aside.
come to me.
He reaches into his pocket and brings out a few worn bills.
Here's your payment for a job well done.
I accept the money from him and count it out quickly. $75? Are you sure? I mean, you were working for free, weren't you?
There were still tips, and a promise is a promise. If it makes you feel that bad, consider it in advance.
They want you back?
Very much so. I got offered a regular gig.
Congratulations, you're moving up in the world. Benito casually brushes off the comment.
It's a start. Pay is merely decent. The biggest benefit is having a captive audience with a high turnover rate. Good way to reach a lot of people from across the country, so it's a worthwhile trade-off.
Why did they make him 15? This is ridiculous. Sounds like you thought this through. He nods and absent-mindedly returns to fiddling with the coffee
It's
cup.
one of several scenarios I've plotted for my career.
You planned this?
Not precisely. I considered it was a possibility, and I planned what I'd do if it came to pass.
So what's the big plan then?
Meet as many people as possible. Target the ones who look like they're media or social organizers. Continue to work the streets to expand opportunities. In
He's
other
not
words,
wrong.
keep working. Don't slow down.
Hopefully dating him isn't an option. It super is. He nods, pleased with himself.
Everything is right on schedule. I don't know when they'll want me next, but I'll contact you.
Sounds good to me, thank you. And sleep. Oh, my GPA went down, but now goes up from study. Oh, wait. I'm gonna study, yeah. Cool. Alright. Alright. See my stats. And Benito's there. These are all the boys I can date. We're doing good with John. It's strange that it forces you to work with him. I think from now on we might have a choice. We'll see. We have so much money. I gotta go buy some gifts and shit to just like use. To just use. Anyway. I'm gonna go like this. And say my good nights. Alright, get out of here. Get out of here. I like this music. I know the feel. Oh, sorry. I guess it's time for me to gamble my kittens. Where do I throw people in? I guess I can throw you guys into Dodger's stream. We'll throw the little pittance on. I think it will like auto host her anyway when I shut off. But anyway, have a great night, guys. Let's see how many kittens I have. I have 801. Nailed it. Nailed it. We're back. We're back in the game. Back in the game. Nice, nice, nice. I know. Alright, guys. So I will see you not Thursday because I have a thing. Maybe Friday. Maybe Wednesdays after I teach. I don't like that. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And I will creative stream at some point. Promise. If I don't, maybe I'll move my creative stream to Sunday. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for coming, everyone. If this is your first time, welcome. And I hope you come back. I hope you had a good time. I don't know. I like playing dumb games. I'm also a creative streamer. I've been doing icon commissions on stream. The details are like in the little boxes below. I'll figure out how to say that I don't play mostly Awesome Nuts anymore. But maybe I should also do an Awesome Nuts stream sometime. Bring those nice folk back, because there were some really great people from that community that used to come by chat, and that was always